It's done.
Over. Finito.
Finished. It works. Yeah, we did it. We actually built a CNC machine, and it can actually cut aluminum.
Yeah.
I know it's been a second since we've been in the planning shed, but it works.
I wrote that backwards. It's
yeah,
reflected.
we didn't want to mirror in
Anyways.
editing. Anyway, yeah.
This last video is gonna be our Is it assembly? No. It's
No,
just
this
testing.
is our testing and actual final cutting. A lot of videos of cutting aluminum and the problems we then faced.
Yeah.
Cutting aluminum. We've actually had the machine done for like the whole summer now, but the editing took a while, and then we had to compile all the stuff and do some testing.
Yeah,
But,
testing has been rough in the department of breaking bits.
A lot of broken bits, but it works.
Yeah.
And we are happy to announce that it is actually going to be open source.
Yeah.
With all the documentation.
GitHub.
Yeah, on GitHub. We'll have a link at the end of the video and in the description. We figured that we've documented this enough on this channel already, that we might as well actually organize it all and have our 3D models and our wiring and all that information to the best of our abilities in GitHub. So, yeah, enjoy the video.
Okay, getting into our first cut. We were not using G-code. We were just jogging on Universal G-code Center. Well, I guess it is G-code, but no real model made in Fusion and sliced. We were testing on wood, so it was a little more forgiving. We don't really have a great way to mount any of our stuff, so we're just clamping it down, which was not good. Of course, bed was not flat. We're using a 1/4 inch bit, I believe, here, and we're just trying to cut a square. This is quite nerve-wracking for us. It was the first cut, didn't know how it was going to go. It was really loud, kind of scary.
So after completing a lot of tests on wood and doing some practice G-code and cutting some circles, we moved on to aluminum. And you can see our setup outside now, so there were no little dust particles in the classroom. We cut a little circle, and then we wanted to try something a bit bigger, a bit cooler, something more recognizable, so we chose to try and cut the 3D printer benchmark Benchy, but in 2D on our machine. We were up till this point using a cordless router, so we just had a big battery on it, and that kept running out, so we kept having to replace that, which was a real pain, and we noted that down as something we wanted to change in the future, which we eventually did. But yeah, this was our first actual cut of something real, not just a circle, and it turned out pretty well. As you can see here, it's a really nice cut. We were proud of it.
Okay, so for our enclosure, we went to Home Depot to pick up some plywood, 2x4s and 4x4s, and some dolly wheels to make it really nice to move around and super stable. We added in a Raspberry Pi, a monitor, and a keyboard, so that then we don't have to be right next to the machine all the time, plugged into a computer. We put the electrical box outside of the enclosure, so then the dust does not get inside of our electrical, which would be really bad for all of our electrical.
Yeah, so once we had the enclosure done and the Raspberry Pi functional and hooked up to everything, we actually had to upgrade our Raspberry Pi to a bit of a stronger model because the other one was lagging too much for us to control the machine. But once we had all that done, it's been a pretty reliable machine. Obviously there's issues. It's a homemade machine, so we were expecting that, but it's been far better than we could have even hoped at the start of this project, and we're really proud of it. Here you can see us cutting some letters. We wanted to see if we could do some aluminum signage for a sign shop nearby, and we tried that out. But yeah, we've been using it a lot. There's a little bit of maintenance we have to do every now and then, but we're really proud of it, and we hope that people can use the open source documentation to make it or make something similar, or at least take inspiration from it. So yeah, and right now we've just got queued up a few videos of it cutting and pictures and all that. So here's some previews of what we're gonna make. So please enjoy.
So, when in the process of tuning our machine, we broke a lot of bits. We started off with 1/8 inch bits, and then we went even smaller to 1/32. Those broke quite a bit, so we decided to just work with the 1/8 bit, which is a lot more forgiving. One of our main problems was that the bed wasn't level, and our first cut would always overcut and break our bits. Another problem we had was grounding. Our router, when we bought it, did not have a ground pin, which we didn't see. um, so we needed to ground it ourselves, meaning we have a commutator, as you can see right there, the little copper tube that's coming around the side. And then another grounding strap that is stuck to the working piece of aluminum that we have.
Well, that took a second to write backwards.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. I'll actually put a link in the bottom of the or in the top of the description, because I don't know if this is actually readable, but that's our GitHub. It's AUG Grower, and then CNC Machine.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on it, so please do give it a look if you want.
Yeah, we tried to catalog everything we could think of. We cleaned up our 3D models, which was a chore for that guy. And then I did a lot of writing, and hopefully people can be inspired or replicate or at least gain some insight, I guess, from our
yeah, we do encourage people to make renditions and kind of.
And if there's any issues with it, we'll try to keep it updated and actually functional. So just let us know, either in the comments of this video there or by some other means, email. I suppose. Yeah, email. But thank you guys for following us. We have some other projects planned now, with the advent of aluminum parts. Yeah. So more to come, and maybe a regular upload schedule, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, we'll try our best.
Yeah, we do have applications coming.
Yeah, we are going into senior year, so it might be rough, but we have some cool projects we want to try. Mm-hmm. We're enjoying the whole YouTube cataloging thing. We thought this was a cool project.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun, and we're glad to the few viewers that have followed us along the way. We had some one crazy video, and then the rest of these are here. So yeah, thank you guys. See you in the next one.
Of course.